When I first gave consideration to running for city court, I knew that having my qualifications rated would be a critical component in any campaign that I might be involved in. The New York State Office of Court Administration runs a program of qualification review for candidates for judicial positions. That independent review commission meets in each of the judicial districts throughout New York State, and they review the credentials, background, experience of each of the candidates for judicial office. This is a voluntary process. You don't need to go through it, but I thought it was important that if I was going to represent individuals in the City of Cortland as their city court judge, I needed to go through this experience. It was an interesting experience going back through and assembling information concerning the cases that I've been involved in, both litigation matters and non-litigation matters, general practice matters. Was a little bit of an eye-opener for me. You know, we work at a pretty fast pace in our practices, and we forget from day to day some of the cases that were a big part of our lives in earlier years. So that was an interesting process to go through, and it was also a rigorous process because I had to provide detailed information about my background, my credentials, my experience in court, my writing samples. I had to show that I had the qualities that are necessary to give good written decisions. I also had to give information about my background in terms of community activities, things that I do outside of the law that would bear on my capabilities and qualities or qualifications to be a city court judge. I had an opportunity to provide information to the commission concerning my service on the Loaves and Fishes Board of Directors for 20-some odd years. Give them a little bit of information about my activities on behalf of the Board of Trustees at Cortland Memorial Hospital, my activities with Rotary, etc. I think what the commission is focused on is getting a full understanding of the candidate that comes before the commission to determine, is this an individual who truly is a rounded individual, both in the law and in civic society, who's going to be a good judge, a good impartial and independent individual in that capacity. There are 3 ratings for individuals who come before the commission. You can be rated as not qualified, rated as qualified, or rated as highly qualified. I was rated as qualified by the commission, met with them in June of this year, went through an interview process that took place in Binghamton, administered by the Office of Court Administration and the commission, and then shortly thereafter was advised of the commission of their finding that I was qualified for this position. I was glad that I went through the process. It was interesting, challenging, and gave me a better awareness of the things that I would be thinking about if I'm successful as the candidate for city court judge. I think it's important for each of the candidates to avail themselves of screening and rating processes because we need to know that we've been vetted by our peers and that we have been determined to be qualified for the positions we seek when we're running for judicial office. I have appreciated this opportunity to address these questions for you. Over the next 6 to 8 weeks, I'm going to see many of you out in the community as we go door to door. I hope you'll be willing to ask me any questions that you might have concerning my credentials and my qualifications to be your next city court judge. I hope that you're going to find that I do have those qualifications, and I look forward to your support in the primary election on September 10th, where I'm hoping you'll give me your vote for city court judge. Thank you.